This is English Language Arts Review for grade 7 at ISI. Topics cover the riddle of the sonnet, poetry, and grammar.
Okay, students, what's the title of the book that we're reading, the chapter book? Go ahead. The Riddle of the Sands by Erskine Childers. Okay. Was it a difficult book?
No.
No, it's okay. The level is good for you?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So before reading, you were supposed to answer some questions. Let's share these. I know you already know the answers to some of these, but before reading, I want to know your answers to these. So you were supposed to read the story introduction on the first page and the back cover, and I want to know what you learned from those that type of summary. Okay, so number 1, go ahead and read it, Lean.
The Persian Islands are in the Baltic Sea? No.
So we didn't learn this yet. We will learn it inside the text. Go ahead, Joel, the next one.
Caruthers get the holiday he accepts? No.
No, we did not learn this yet. Okay. Go ahead, the next one. Linda?
Caruthers agrees to join Davis because he is interested in the mystery novel.
Okay, number 4. Go ahead.
Arthur Davis enjoys sailing in difficult conditions? Yes.
5. Yes, go ahead.
When the two friends start investigating the mystery, the Germans take an interest in them? Yes.
So you learned this from those 2 paragraphs. Okay, 6. Go ahead.
When this story was written, relations between Germany and Britain were getting better over time? No.
No, we did not learn this here. Okay, the last one. Go ahead.
Sailors who like good weather and easy sailing should stay away from the Persian Islands.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, now, what do you think might happen in the story? From these ideas, you can choose as many as you like. Now, I want you to tell me what you predicted. Okay? Go ahead, number 1, Abbas.
One of the friends will get shot.
Okay, so you predicted get shot. Did someone predict something else? Yes?
Fall in love.
Fall in love. Did you predict something else, Muhammad?
Turn out to be a spoiler.
Okay, now for real, because you already read part of the book, which one is correct?
Turn out to be a spoiler.
Fall in love. Okay. Okay, she read it all, so she's ahead of the game. Okay, let's go to number 2 and see your predictions. Caruthers and Davies will uncover a plot to what? What do you think? Yes, Ali.
Kill the British Prime.
So you kill the British Prime Minister, you think? Okay. You think the same one? Now who can tell me what really happened?
Invade British.
Correct. Invade Britain. Very good. So you guessed it and it's correct.
I made it alright.
Alright, Caruthers and Davies will. Abbas?
Caruthers and Davis will wreck a German boat.
Wreck a German boat, you think?
Yes.
Yes?
There's to stop an invasion and warn the British governor.
Warn the British governor. And?
Stop the invasion.
You think stop an invasion?
Yeah.
Nobody thinks it will capture a spy?
Yeah.
You think so? So the 2 circled ones are what will happen. Okay. Let's continue. So let's all turn to pages 94 to 96. And let's talk about the questions for chapters 1 to 3. First one, go ahead, read.
Why was Caruthers pleased to get Davis' invitation? Because he was alone in London, feeling bored and depressed, and he had nowhere to go for his holiday.
Correct. So the first one is because he was alone in London, feeling bored and depressed. He had nowhere to go for the holidays. So he was happy when he got invited by Davies. Okay, does everyone agree?
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. If you'd like to answer, go ahead.
What made Davis and Caruthers uneasy about each other when they first met. Davis was bothered by the fact that Caruthers had arrived with an enormous pile of luggage. Caruthers was worried because Davis did not look like a smart Dutchman he expected, and because he discovered that Davis had no men working on the duplicate.
100% correct. Correct. Excellent, miss.
Because Carruthers thought Davis wasn't very close with the yachtsman, or he thought
Miss,
he
can you
was
also
perfect.
say that because it has been a long time they didn't see each other?
The first answer you gave was 100% correct.
Yeah.
Yes, but you can say it in a summary, which is fine as well. Okay, but your answer was like perfect. Okay. Number 3. Go ahead, Leon.
What did Caruthers think of the Dulcibella when he first arrived? He thought that Dulcibella was small, smelly, and uncomfortable, and it was easy to hurt yourself on the low ceiling and sharp edges of the
Perfect answer. Correct. Okay. Does everyone agree with this answer?
Yes.
All right. Go to the next one. Go ahead, Joel.
How did Caruthers' opinion of Davies change? Caruthers, first he didn't like him very much, and everyone had an opinion, but it changed, and now he thinks that he's strong and calm face, and he's honest.
Very good.
And he has a strength.
Okay. Does anyone have another answer? Go ahead, Leon.
He realized that Davis was brave, honest, and sincere, as well as good look and an excellent sailor.
Very good. Okay. Anyone have another answer? Okay. So he realized that Davies was brave, honest, calm, and sincere, as well as a good cook and an excellent sailor. All right. The next one. Yes, Linda?
What mystery did Caruthers discover when he looked in the Lucella's logbook? He found that a page had been torn out of the logbook, and the entries for the 13th and the 15th of September had all been written at the same time.
Excellent. Excellent. Number 6. Go ahead.
What reason did Caruthers give for not waiting to go up to the North Sea? He thought that the good weather was over and they had a beautiful place to sail with ducks to use. He also thought that the voyage back to the North Sea would be long and dangerous.
So he thought that the good weather was over and they had found a beautiful place to sail with ducks to shoot.
Yes, I wrote that they might run into the sand and get stuck.
Okay, the better answer would be, I see your answer is partially correct, which is good. The better answer would be that he thought that the good weather was over and they had a beautiful place to sail with ducks to shoot, and thought that the voyage was back to the North Sea would be long and dangerous. Okay, let's do number 7. What worries did Bartels have about Davies?
Miss, is it Davies or Davis?
Davies. It should be pronounced Davies, but it's a proper noun. Davis would be spelled differently. Yes.
What worries did Bartels have about Davies? Bartels thought that Davis took too many risks and he was worried about him taking his little boat into the North Sea in October.
Okay, very good. Perfect answer. Alright, let's talk a little bit about the questions on page 94 before you read chapter 4. Most of you have already read chapter 4 through 6, but you should have answered this question. So let's look at what your predictions were. Go ahead, Abbas.
To be careful of the thick fog.
So what was the question that was asked?
What warning will Commander Von Bruning give the friends when they meet? To be careful of the thick fog.
Okay, so you think it's to be careful of thick fog. Any other answers? Go ahead, Linda.
To be careful of the local people.
To be careful of the local people. Okay, any other answers or predictions? So after you read chapter 4, do you have an answer for this? Yes? Yes, Muhammad?
To leave the
So you think it's to leave the Frisian islands?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go to the activities while reading. So as you read chapters 4 to 6, you should have answered these questions. Can you please tell me who said these words and to whom, and who or what they were talking about? So number 1, go ahead and read first the phrase that was said. Go ahead, Joel.
It's a pity you missed her.
Okay, who said this?
Davies. Oh, no. Caruthers.
Okay, it was said to Caruthers by who?
By Davies.
Was it said by Davies? No. Okay, Linda?
An official at
Brunsboro. Okay, so that's an area called Brunsboro. It was an official who said it to Caruthers. What was he talking about?
He's talking about Clara Bowman.
Okay, who had asked about who? Dulcibella 2 days earlier. Very good. Okay, number 2. Who said the only way to understand a place like this is to explore it at low tide? Yes.
Davies to Caruthers about the area of sandbags they are exploring, about the Scarab and the
Cuxhaven. Okay. Number 3. Who said they are all seamen and know how important it is? Who said this? Davies to Caruthers. And what was he explaining?
Why local people wouldn't put out the mast light.
Okay, so it's why local people wouldn't put out the mast light on their yacht. Okay, number 4. We must be very careful what we say to him. Who said it? Who said this one?
Caruthers to Davies about the meeting they're soon to have with Commander
Von Bruning. Okay, so this was told by Caruthers to Davies about the meeting that they will have. Very good. Okay, number 5. He couldn't have seen what happened. Anyway, it didn't matter. Who said this? Yes.
Davies to Von Burning.
Yes.
About the Dover leaving him near the Hohenhorn.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Let's discuss the vocabulary that was in the book. You can find the definitions in the glossary, but I wanted you to also write it in a sentence. So go ahead and give me a definition and then give it to me in a sentence. Go ahead first.
Account. A description of something that has happened or is doing. I explain the account.
Okay. The next one. Go ahead.
Aground. To the bottom in the shallow water.
Okay. In the sentence.
My friend went to the aground in the deep shallow water.
So you're saying she went to the ground in the shallow water in the shallow water. Anyone have another sentence for aground? Go ahead.
The ships are grounded and they were stuck.
Very good. Okay. Anchor.
Heavy metal trapped in water tube, so the ship stays in one place. The ship throws the anchor into the water.
Very good. Okay. Astonish. Astonish.
Surprise or impress someone greatly.
Okay, go ahead and give it to me in a sentence.
I was astonished with my English grade.
Very good. Next one. Go ahead, Ali. Barge.
Flat bottom, frigate. We rent a barge that took us one defense life. We rent a barge
Okay, can you give me another sentence for barge? Go ahead.
My friend's dad owns a barge.
Very good. The next word. Go ahead, Lua.
Binoculars. Special glasses for seeing the details of distant objects. I use my binoculars so I can see the moon.
Very good. Can you really see the moon with the binoculars?
No,
The binoculars.
Can you see the moon with your eyes?
Yeah.
Then
no,
of
I
course you
meant
can see
like-
them with binoculars.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Next one. Tala. Buoy. Buoy.
It keeps someone or something.
Okay.
The sentence, she was worried and tired already, and his latest jab didn't buoy her spirits at all.
Okay. Next one, go ahead.
Without buoys in the ocean, there would be a lot of shipwrecks.
Very good. So without buoys in the ocean, there would be some shipwrecks. Go ahead. The next one, cabin. Yes, the back.
A room in a cabin is a room on a boat.
Okay. A room on a boat. Sentence.
Last year I slept in the cabin.
Okay, she slept in the cabin last summer on her boat. Go ahead, Joel, next one.
Chart. It's a map or a sheet of information.
Very good. Give it to me in a sentence.
People use charts to go to far places and to get more information.
Very good. Channel? Go ahead.
It has more than one meaning.
It has more than one meaning, correct. In the book, how is it used?
It's a length of water wider than a straight joining two larger areas of water, especially two seas.
Okay, very good.
The sentence, she was the first woman to swim the English Channel.
Very good. Chart. Again, you guys want to give me another sentence? Because we wrote it twice. Yes, Muhammad Ali. Yes, go ahead, Hafez.
We use the chart for the way to London.
Okay, very good. Colony. Yes.
A group of people from nationality.
Okay.
Arabian colony was big.
Repeat, please.
The meaning or the sentence.
The sentence.
Arabian colony was so big.
Okay, the Arabian colony was large. Okay, Muhammad Ali, the next one. Yes.
Instruments that died. An instrument for finding directions with
So it's an instrument for finding directions. Can you go ahead and give it to me in a sentence?
The compass to know the way.
Okay, so long ago travelers used to depend on compasses to find the way. Do you use a compass ever?
No.
You've never used it?
Yes,
We use it in
I
math.
never. What do you use?
Not the one in math. The one in math is different.
The compass will use. No, pointer. The teacher. Sometimes teachers use it.
Okay. Do you ever try to figure out, like say you travel, do you ever try to figure out the way to pray? To face the Qibla? Do you ever? What do you use? Okay, so sometimes they have a sticker and sometimes they don't, so you have to use a compass. Yes, Linda?
The phone, there's a compass.
Yes, so there's also an application with a compass on it that can help you find the right direction that you want.
Once I was in home, so I saw once the degree are in place. So anywhere I went, I
turned their way.
Okay, very good. Crew. Yes.
A group of people who work and operate a ship.
Okay, give it to me in a sentence.
The crew work together to make the ship better.
Excellent. Muhammad.
Yes, the floor of a ship.
Okay, so the floor of the ship.
The deck of the ship.
Who works?
The crew.
The crew. Excellent. Defense. Now this is spelled with a C. It's usually spelled with an S in American English. So here we have different than American English, right, in the book? Okay, go ahead, Ala. Thank you.
The protection of somebody or something from attack. Soldiers protect their own country.
Okay. The next
Defend
one?
their own.
Defend. Very good. Dingy.
I defended
Yes, go ahead.
A small open boat that you sail or row.
Okay.
Using a dinghy in stormy weather is dangerous.
So using a dinghy in stormy weather is dangerous. Isn't that a funny name? Dinghy? Document.
Mrs. Hannah,
Yes.
can we say while we were rowing the boat using the dinghies, can we say that?
Dinghy is a boat.
We were
Dinghy is a boat, so how can you row and use it?
like you say,
So you
while
can-
we were rowing the dinghy.
I guess. If it's a rowboat, yes. Okay, go ahead, Abbas.
documents. Written or printed paper with important information.
Very good.
I know some of the top secret documents.
Okay, duck. Does this mean an animal here?
No.
Okay, what does it mean? It has more than one meaning. Very good.
I didn't try a sentence.
So you could have, that's why I asked you in the worksheet to check the glossary of the book, because that way you would know the relationship of these words to the text.
Miss, but it is a
common
bird that lives on or near water.
So then you should have answered me, yes, it is a bird, miss.
Yeah.
Okay? Now what else can it mean if I tell you to duck? If I throw a ball and I tell you to duck? Very good. Okay. Now, anyone who would like to give another sentence before we move on? Give me a sentence for duck.
The duck was swimming with her
The what?
The duck was swimming with her
So the duck was swimming with her little ducklings. You guys like these very simple words? You love them? They're nice? It's good that you know them. Did you know them before you started reading? Some of them?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
The dog is flying to the sky.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about our grammar lessons. Go ahead, Muhammad, please read.
Simple, compound, complex, and compound complex sentences refer to pages 158 and 159 language arts book. In the sentences below, underline each independent clause, double underline each dependent clause, then classify each sentence as simple, compound, complex, or compound complex.
Okay, so number one, since you read the directions, Dua.
Since we didn't study for our exam, double underline it. We cheated on the test.
So you're saying that we should double underline this, and why should we double underline it? What is it? Can it stand on its own?
No.
It's dependent, so we double underline it according to the directions. We cheated on the test. What? Independent, so we underline it once. And so if there's an independent clause and a dependent clause, we call it what kind of sentence? So it's a complex sentence. All right, number two. Go ahead.
This school is the lesson. It's a simple sentence. We underline it once.
We underline the whole sentence once and we call it, excuse me, simple. All right, who can do the next one? Yes.
My bus was late, so I missed the first session. My bus was late. It's dependent, so
Can I say my bus was late and it's a sentence or not?
No, so it's independent.
So it's independent. So how many times should we underline it?
One time.
Once. My bus was late can stand on its own.
So I missed this session. It's dependent and we double underline it.
Now when we have so, after a comma and we have so, we are able to say that I missed the first session can stand on its own.
Yeah,
Okay.
There is a comma and
Yes, there's a comma and you can ask, you have the so. So in this case, we can say that they are both, yes, they are both independent. So it becomes a compound sentence. And let's go back to page 158 and read about a compound sentence real quick. A compound sentence has more than one independent clause. These are joined by the coordinating conjunctions and, but, nor, for, so, and yet. So you must remember these. Once you have the coordinating conjunctions, you can look at the sentences without them and see if they stand alone. If they stand alone, that means they are independent and therefore it would form a compound sentence if there's two of them. Okay? Number 4. Yes.
I was sleeping. It's until my brothers jumped on me. I was sleeping is dependent. Independent.
I was sleeping is?
Is independent.
Okay, very good. So it can stand on its own.
Yes. Until my brothers jumped on me, it's dependent.
Dependent. So what kind of sentence is this called?
Complex.
It's a complex sentence. Very good. Like the first one. The last one. Go ahead.
before school play, it is an independent clause.
Okay.
Ali practiced his lines. It is an independent.
Very good.
And Tala, it's also independent. So
Okay.
it's a compound complex.
Compound
I have the book.
complex. Did this really happen?
Yes.
Did Ali practice his lines before the school play?
Yes.
Did Tala fix her curls?
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Okay, now let's look at these sentences here. And because we took the lesson of capitalization, punctuation, and spelling, because all of us make mistakes, so we have to be a little bit more careful. I want you to focus on these types of questions as well, because you will have some in your semester 3 exam.
Mrs. Hannah,
Yes, dear.
I wrote from tire to Beirut because...
That's okay, Miss. Sur is the same as tire. One is in French, one is in English or Arabic or whatever. It's a proper noun, so there's no problem. No.
It's a proper noun. You can write it anyway.
Yes, you can write it any which way. Some people write it with the S-O-O. Some people write it S-O-U-R, and it's sour, not sur. And some people write it tire, and some people write it tier, so it's fine. Okay. Okay, who would like to attempt at this one?
Me.
Go ahead.
From sur we capitalize sur.
We shouldn't capitalize anything else?
Yeah, and F also.
Remember, these are very simple. You all know them, but however, what happens to you? You do. You make mistakes in writing, so I want you to be careful also in your comprehension. Okay, so from sur,
We capitalize it.
and you can spell it any which way you want.
So
Yes.
we capitalize.
Comma, very good.
The part right is left. Comma. Long and boring. Can I comma and?
You want to put a comma here? It's not necessary. It's not necessary.
Can I do the next one?
Yes, you may.
In Ali, we capitalize the A.
Okay.
Goes to school every day, comma. But after school ends in June, we capitalize the J, comma. He will, we can say it he'll.
Miss, do you know that Honolulu is in Hawaii? And so Ali goes to school every day, but after school ends in June, he will go on a trip to Honolulu. Where?
In the first one, you were raising them.
Okay, thank you. All right, any questions on these? Okay.
This person once said, don't allow your successes to go to your head, but don't allow your failures. If anyone understood the sentiment of that statement, it was Theodore Geisel. Most would recognize him best by his pseudonym Dr. Seuss. As a young graduate, I'm sure he could never imagine himself as a literary icon, or he could imagine that his journey would take him both good and bad. In his signature style, Dr. Seuss wrote the book All the Places You'll Go. In that book, he talks about success and failure, he talks about joys and disappointments, and he talks about fears. All of the things all of us can experience through our journey through life. The ISI English Honors Program will represent All the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. We hope you enjoy it.
Congratulations! Today is your day. You have to be up in the way. Our days are red and features. You can receive stuff any direction you choose. As your own, and you know what you know, and you are decided, and you are the guy who decided to go.
You look up and down, you look at movies, about something you say, I don't choose to go there, with your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, or too smart to go down, and not so good speed, and you may not find land you want to go down, in that case, of course, your head straight out of the wall. Wide open air, where things can happen, effectively they do. The people as brainy as witty as you, and when things start to happen, don't worry, don't.
All the places you go!
You'll join the high fire, you'll run to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed, you'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't.
I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true. The bang-ups and bang-ups can happen to you. You get all hung up and then quickly burst. Your friends will fly out leaving you in the lurch. You come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump. Chances are then your life will be stuck in a slump.
And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. And something yourself is not easily done. You'll come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place where you sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose and how much can you win?
And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite. Or go back around and peek in from behind. Simple, it's not. I make your upper to make up his mind. Start into race. Down long wiggled roads and break-necking pace. And grind on for miles across weirdish wild place. Headed, I fear, to the most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting for the train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, the rain to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hairs to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or for a pot to boil, or for a better place. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. You'll somehow escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where compounds are flapping. Once more you ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're just a kind of that guy.
All the places to go. There's fun to be done, points to be scored, and games to be won. And the magical things you can do with the ball. If you're the winningest winner of all. Fame, you'll be as famous can be. With the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they do. Sometimes they don't.
like it or not alone. Will be something you will play it alone.
You will have a very good chance that you meet someone that can scare you out of your pants. And there's some down in the road between Peter and John that can scare you very much.
On you will go, where the weather is cloud. On you will go, where your enemies proud. On you will go, where the happy steps out. On will up, a frightened keep. Your arms take a sword, and you will see the swing.
On and on you will march, and I know you march far, and fist up to your brother.
Next stop, of course, as you already know, you'll get mixed up with many straight words as you go. So be sure when you step with care and take back. And always remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be considerate of that, and never mix up your work with your dreams.
Do you succeed? Yes, indeed. 98 and 3/4% guaranteed.
It's so be your name Muhammad or Badia or Ali or Ladana or Selena or Hassan or Yuin or Lua or Linda or Abbas.
You're off to great place.
What is your name? Your mountain is waiting.
So